Hello and welcome to Crypto Weeklies. In this video, we are going to analyze BitTensor and its token TAO, conduct machine learning based price analysis, regression based price analysis, simple moving average based analysis, time weighted average price based analysis, and estimated bull run target for TAO. None of the content is financial advice. All of the content over here is available under cryptoweeklies.com. The link on the bottom of your screen. You don't have to sign up or pay for anything or watch any ads. It's all for free. So let's get started. Why are we covering TAO today? It's one of the rallying cryptos. You can see over the last three key performance period over the last 24 hours, 7 days and 30 days, BitTensor and its token TAO has been rallying by 14, 17 and 11% respectively. The price is at around 3 billion. So out of the rallying cryptos, the ones which rallied higher than TAO are again a lower market cap cryptos. Volume is healthy at around 320 million. Does have a token max supply of about 21 million, and out of which about 40% is in circulation. So that is again slightly lower than what we like on the channel as a threshold. Again 60% circulation. At 60% circulation of the max supply, that's where the impact of any token dilution gets very low. If you compare the price versus market cap chart, so from let's say July of 2024, the price grew from $231 to almost double of that at around $458. If we take the same time period for from 4th of July to today in terms of market cap based growth, from 4th of July, the price, so the market cap grew from 1.55 billion to 3.85 billion. So little over 2x, so you can say 2.25x, or growth in market cap led to 2x growth in price. So there has been some token unlocks, and impact of those token unlocks getting felt in a way that all of the growth in market cap not getting reflected back in price. But as this circulating supply approaches 60%, if and when that approaches, from that point in time the impact of any token unlocks would be minimal, per our historical analysis of several tokens in the market. And again, if you look at the unlock schedule, within the next again 60% of 21 million would be roughly somewhere between 13 and 14 million. So again, as we move closer towards the end of the next bear market or the recovery year, that's when the tokenomics would for TAO would definitely favor favor the lack of any token dilution, again favor from an inflation standpoint. So now let's take a look at the technical analysis of TAO. This crypto was launched in March of 2023, so little less than 2 years. That's why we don't have a machine learning based price forecast. It requires more than 2 years worth of data. Nonetheless, from a technical analysis perspective, the price is coming close to the 21 week moving average, coming in at around $447. The current price is slightly above that, and the 20-week moving average coming in at around $500. So those are the key levels to watch. If they act as any resistance, again kind of what they did back in July of 2024, so there could be a sideways price action. If on the other hand there is a breakout from here, then the next level to watch is somewhere close to that in terms of the Fibonacci retracement based approach. Again, what we can do is analyze where the eventual bottom could be. So the last time around the price rallied to about 786. So the eventual peak could be somewhere again at some diminished rally. In a diminished rally, that peak could be at around $550 in the shorter term for TAO. And if we go ahead and do an analysis on our own website, again using simple moving average and DCA models as an input, we'll start with the SMA model again. For TAO, again this model is price color coded with respect to the risk level. Risks are color coded based on the warmer and cooler colors from 0 risk to 100% risk. So that is 0.0 to 0.1 is the coolest color in the purple shade, then the blue color, and then the lighter versions of blue, and again blue, then green, and then from yellow, that's where the higher risk environment kind of emerges. If we take a look at this model and say to it that whenever the risks are higher than 50%, just do not DCA at those points. Again, we essentially cover all of the mania phases. If your risk tolerance is even higher, and if you want something opposite of that, that is sell whenever let's say the risk get higher than 60%. Again, this model does help identify those peaks, and the opposite of that is the DCA whenever it's the best time to DCA, whenever the risks are less than 10%. This model does that as well, based on how the price is doing with respect to the 20-week moving average. Again, this is not some retroactively fitted model. This takes into the 20-week moving average into consideration and draws the risk level based on that. Right now the risks are close to the between the 20 and 30% risk. As of today, at around 26% risk. Again, it's the third best time to DCA per the model. If you take this model as and act as a forward looking guidance, the price, if the risk were to go to 60% as of today, the price at that point in time would be at around $760. So that's a moderate target for TAO, between $760 to this end of orange regimen at around, that is 80-85% risk at around $871. So that's the $100 range between 760 and roughly speaking $860. That's the moderate target for TAO in the upcoming bull run, if there is an upcoming bull run, that is. And in terms of the let's focus on this price action from this point in time. This is the regression based approach, polynomial regression based analysis of what the fair value of TAO is. Right now, per this polynomial regression model, the fair value is at around $622. That means the current risk is at around 41%. Again, this is uses the same logic, but instead of looking at simple moving average, this looks at the regression based value to color code based the risk on the price chart itself. Again, identify tops and bottoms. This particular analysis does a better job in identifying the tops, and SMA model, the one that we saw previously, did a better job in identifying bottoms. Again, by that what I mean is, let's say the hypothesis is only to DCA out of the market or sell when the risk levels are higher than 80%. Again, this does identify the peaks really well. Again, even at 70% identifies the peaks really better. Right now, per this model, the risk levels are between 30 to 40, again at slightly higher than 40%. In terms of per this model, as a forward looking guidance, the price target is at around, from the risk between 50% and 80% is price at around $827 and about $1100. That's the range forecasted by this model. Again, the way this model does this forecasting is uses this 2 standard deviation residual applied to the fair value regression analysis, again, and identifies the top somewhere close to the eventual top somewhere close to the dotted red line. So that's how we do the calculations, if you are interested in that. And again, the opposite is that in case of a bottom pattern in the bear market, we do again bottom analysis, again using 1 standard deviation residual to the downside instead of a 2 standard deviation one. And when the price is close to this dotted green line in the bear market, that's the best time to DCA in the market. Again, not financial advice. In terms of the time weighted average price model, this model again for BitTensor, again let's focus on this blue line, which represents the time weighted average price at any given point, which kind of validates that how much time a price has spent at some of the key levels. Again, whenever the price is below the blue line, that usually represents the best time to DCA as that asset matures. Again, you can see in the bear market, entire bear market, again this was launched in 2023, so kind of skipped the 2022 bear market. In the downturn of 2024, it did a phenomenal job of identifying what was a decent buy zone. Again, not too long ago, that is in the first week of February, this model triggered a buy signal at around $320 when the risk was sufficiently close, when the price was sufficiently close to the blue line, color coded in the same regimen. Whenever we get the shades of blue or purple, that's where we can say that's a purple patch. Right now, in terms of the risk score at this point in time, for BitTensor and its token TAO, it's coming in at around 44%. As a composite of all the 3 models and an estimated bull run target for TAO, per hour risk reward based model with the current price at around 450, between 450 and $60. The regression risk at 38%, time weighted average price risk at 37%, SMA risk at 21%, weighted risk comes at around 34% or about one third. The estimated bull run target per hour risk reward analysis is at around $1,262. The key findings for per this video is if the rally gets stalled out at the 20-week moving average, then the price could go sideways for let's say couple of months, 2 to 3 months. If there is a pull, if the price breaks above the 20-week moving average, the target could be at around $550. The next target at around $653 per the SMA model and the DCA model. The areas to look for is price action between 7 for TAO at around per the SMA model, that is at around 760 and 860, and per the DCA model between 820 and $1,112, and the estimated bull run peak for TAO comes at around $1,260. So with that, I would like to conclude the video. Hope you enjoyed the content. If you did, please give us a like and subscribe, and hope to see you again tomorrow. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye bye.